with the most Gen Z characters in Steve R.O.B.
Steve R.O.B.
Welcome to 2022, guys.
Very interesting matchup. I like the Steve R.O.B. I feel R.O.B., because of the way that his Nair is built, right? He has an option, right, against Steve Minecart that I feel like not a lot of characters have the luxury of having. But getting this combo off, 52%.
It's such a peculiar matchup that we have a lot of data for on a lot of levels because of how common these two characters are, as Ddog is just throwing out that frame-free neutral air F-tilt jab all over, just trying to keep Joshathan out. Not pressuring in the platform against those blocks even a little more, but
yeah, I do feel like that's something that, like, you know, R.O.B. can definitely do more too. Is that like not just R.O.B., sorry, just plays and getting hit by the minecart.
You know, I am a little bit surprised that we're seeing the R.O.B. as a whole, as Diamond are on Ddog's side. That could have been an up smash instead. Ddog just choosing to take that up air instead.
Yeah.
This is max rage R.O.B., and as you were mentioning, R.O.B.'s big body also provides that big amount of range that only really back air can contest.
I know he was definitely going to try to like mash at the last second, right? But like, you know, because R.O.B.'s recovery, you can just come back from anything, right? Very interesting to see what he's going to do with the block, but missed that.
But able to challenge where that back air would have been placed, but not throwing off any and choosing to try and prioritize diamonds. But I don't think he finished the build as of yet. He's still. Oh no, he did. So he has the diamonds, and he lost them. He has to rebuild them, which he gets immediately. We're fine, everybody.
Exactly. Don't worry, Steve has his diamonds. But gotta go ahead and get putting R.O.B. in disadvantage. He's gonna try go for that anvil. Could he reflect the anvil if it's coming down with that? That is insanely good IMO, but
it's just extremely high committal, and if there's anything you don't want to be against Steve, it's that. Because Steve whiff punishes so easily, whether it be with powered minecart or minecart in general, or any of these forward smash, up tilts, up airs. They all convert into so much, but so does that up air. Watch your DI.
So yeah,
the reflect didn't go too far, but it's just so important to try and keep Steve
honest.
honest.
That is one of the best things when it comes to like Steve trying to barge his way into the stage, right? Because I have back air, right? This is definitely trying to set up that house, but R.O.B. Nair, just incredible. You know, one of the best moves out there, and the reason why IMO, like, you know, R.O.B.'s like heavy body going to make him keep living against the minecart right there. Yeah, getting another laser, another minecart, but not getting the strong hit on that, so he's.
A lot of reversal minecarts, which of course is the staple for Steve. You see minecart, it's like, I get out of the corner for free. Hey, I kill you off of just this random scramble. And that's really good, but it also can be incredibly dangerous to try and pivot into that because you're not getting the kills as early with minecart. It's dependent on how you want to play, and Ddog choosing to play a much more diamond resource-focused game with block walls being the center of attention, combined with the damage output you get off of having those materials.
Exactly.
So that was Steve.
But I do feel like that was something that like Steve just pressing his advantage state so perfectly right there, right, with the anvil and everything, right? Being able to just throw out these hitboxes like, hey, I just spiked you, you have to come up and boom, anvil, right? And now
61 after the hit, huh?
Exactly.
It was a diamond fair into an anvil. He was at 38. And he went diamond fair, anvil, powered minecart.
Yes.
And that's just, it goes to show that the differences of way you can play Steve are very important, because while there are players that focus on the minute interactions, you'll see Connor up in upstate New York with their Alex. You'll see more famously Yanni with their various Steve, or Akola using to focus on different interactions coming from Anvil, as this isn't going to close out the stock. But Ddog focuses much more on the resource game that Jake first showed off primarily, which ironically is the style that R.O.B. does the best against.
Yes.
It's just going to be a little bit tougher on this smaller stage.
Very good back air. Burner boosting.
Yeah.
Right? That was one of the first techs I tried to learn as R.O.B.
It's It's surprisingly strong with R.O.B because for a character that doesn't have a lot of like insane mobility, you mix together, as you mentioned, Cordy, just the best thing about R.O.B is the fact that he can traverse mad distance with his up B. Mix that with your double jump, put it all together, and you can get super far. But sometimes all you need, Steve, is that forward smash.
Exactly.
Or pretty much reset back to neutral. One up tilt here. Even a nair into up air can convert it, as there it is right there. 45, 62, even game.
Yes, exactly. One opening like that. Oh, getting a little bit too greedy with that, eating the back air.
Yeah. Got to be careful with these minecarts. Didn't roll quick enough.
I like that. I definitely saved him.
Oh my god, these two are just whiffing some of these edge guards. As that jump looked like it was getting scouted out from Ddog, but
I love that answer.
Yeah, Joshathan found that back air first off of the jump out from the minecart.
Yes. Not fair. Definitely, I do feel like, yes, if he did like a neutral air dodge or anything, he would have got hit by that F smash. But I do feel like he hit the anvil right there. I think that extended his hitbox. But I do feel like some of the best things that Jonathan Gamer, I think it was. Joshathan Gamer, right? One of the best things that Joshathan is doing, like to play around Quandale Dingles, you know, like
tags. Just choosing to continually press again, trying to set up for that back air, but was just a little bit too low as Ddog held it and was able to find the punish. But at 101 now, this diamond combo is going to need to be crazy. But the
I guess so. You know what? That's an answer, and that is something that, like, you know, sometimes Steve can get like a little bit like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like, you know, like just constantly just throw out hitboxes, right?
Right.
But R.O.B just goes, all right, like, you know, in your haste to trying to hit me a bunch of times, I'm just gonna do an up smash, right?
Yeah.
Just like that. And it definitely looks like with the way that he did that up smash, right? With the hurtbox shifting, because the way that R.O.B does it, he flips over, right? The reason why that didn't hit was because he was doing the fair right there. The up smash, he was already like sideways.
Yeah, using that thin little frame, like
exactly.
You know, as much as R.O.B is a large body, he has a very pinchable waist.
Exactly. But
back on PS2 though, a very strong stage for Steve. Of course, it's extremely long, so you have a lot more distance to traverse.
Yes.
And since you always get stone no matter where you're standing, it means no matter where you're standing, you're always feeding your mining resource closer and closer to diamond. You're not changing that, just no matter where you are. Plus, if you're able to get rid of dirt and wood pretty quickly, then you have some very strong blocks to place around.
Exactly.
That forward smash connected. That move is so big. This is where Joshathan really is going to want to push the envelope a little bit here. Try and get Ddog to flinch. Try and get Ddog to choose some early options. And QWERTY, we saw all of that pay off right there.
Exactly, and I do feel like Joshathan is getting better at just like swinging out of the corner in the right time. However, not dying. R.O.B, big body, right?
He's a barge.
Exactly, but I do feel like
that's a good experience coming out from Ddog, mixing in that Z-drop gyro. He has a lot of experience in this matchup specifically. Ddog from the same sub-region as Zomba and plays against them quite a bit.
Exactly.
But this is a lot of damage, and Joshathan is proving to be extremely strong in just like what R.O.B wants to do in this matchup. Like if you're not gonna try and hard combo R.O.B and push that advantage like we saw in game one, then R.O.B will slowly eat away at some leads and eat away at your stocks as well as the coverage with the down smash on the platform. Going for it all there, but not finding it.
I do like the even if it didn't hit anything, right? I do like the fact that like, hey, I have this hitbox thrown out, right? I'm gonna force you to just reset neutral then, right? If you're just gonna like.
Full stock advantage here from Joshathan, though, if they're able to find something. But this is a diamond combo.
Oh, I'm just missing it. I think he was doing the SDIN, right? Which is one of the answers that you should have for Steve combos is the SDIN.
Yeah, it's the mix-up of SEI is extremely important against this character. In and out can still lead you to combos, but you get to call out which one they're hard focusing on or which one they're reading.
Ooh, misses the tech chase.
Yeah, that could have been huge. T, calls out the jump, but the air movement from Joshathan has been really good. This could be a fair, but it's off stage. It was on stage. The laser, oh my god, Joshathan is just escaping so many of these micro interactions.
Power railed. Yes,
It's on you in a flash.
Henry, it's just like getting the, he was gonna pull out the TNT right there. Interesting response, getting the side B. R.O.B shenanigans.
It happens all the time.
Exactly. But very good set, I'd say.
Yeah,
right?
it was a strong showing from Joshathan because it feels like Steve is one of those characters. Not even feels like it is. Steve is one of those characters that can be very frustrating to play against and
can get easily tilted. That's what Steve wants.
Extremely easily QWERTY. But Joshathan kept a cool head and understands that they play not only one but two characters that are able to easily contest Steve in a variety of ways. While Joshathan also has a Aegis as well.
Yes.
And Pyra does amazing at stuffing out Steves that want to fish for combos and fish for these high rolling starters. But if you're going to focus on minecart and walls and building your structures, creating your towers and playing tower defense, R.O.B destroys blocks with the greatest of ease and has full screen pressure to always take advantage of an overzealous Steve.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Henry. Like, with, like, just how well Joshathan played that matchup, too. Right. I do feel like Joshathan was like, okay, I'm going to be cool, calm, collected, right? Yeah. And I do feel like in game one, right? And that was the game that he lost, right? Yep. But I do feel like in game one, he was extending his advantage state a little bit too much, right? And especially with, like, the last interaction, too, with, like, the just being put in disadvantage once and being Steved, right? Powered minecart at 60 against R.O.B, right? Literally shake my hand, right? I do feel like one of the best things that you can do against Steve is know when it's over, right? Know when your advantage state is over and, like, know, okay, I'm pushing my advantage state a little hard now, right? Like, Steve has minecart, Steve has anvil, right? All that kind of crazy stuff, right? You push it too hard, you could even die, right? Because Steve has some crazy combos, all that kind of stuff, with the R.O.B basically going from 30 to 60 and then just dying off of 60.
Yeah, but I mean, a great set from Joshathan. We'll see them later in this bracket as we push further and further because we get to see some more top seeds and